I want to talk for a few minutes about the cushion, how to choose a cushion, how to care for a cushion. I have here two meditation cushions, or zafu, two different sizes. We provide them in these two sizes. We call this one the regular size, this one the large size. Now, it's an interesting fact that the top part of this cushion is the same size in both cushions. The difference is, in these two cushions, is that the pleat part of the cushion in the large cushion is wider. And this gives the large cushion greater height. Now, it seems to be a common misconception that what you need in the way of a meditation cushion is a large, kind of large a cushion as you can manage, and that greater comfort is given by being soft and puffy. At least judging from many of the meditation cushions that I've encountered over the years, that seems to be the case. But that isn't true, actually. What you want is as small a cushion as you can manage comfortably. And remember that you're not sitting flat bottom on the cushion, you're sitting on those little sits bones down at the base of the buttocks. And remember that I talked about turning the cushion at an angle underneath you and moving up and down that hypotenuse to get your height. Well, on the large cushion, you can get more height that way because the hypotenuse is longer. If you compare the two here, I think you can see that. So for someone, say, 6 feet or taller, often the large cushion is a very good choice. I'm about 5'10", getting shorter as the years go by. This regular size cushion is the one I've always used and I'm still very comfortable with. Now, another thing is that the cushion is not soft and puffy, it is firm. And we pack them as firm as we can. They're packed with kapok, which is a natural fiber occurring on tropical trees. It's incredibly resilient, and its loft can be restored year after year after year. I've had a meditation cushion, and not this one, that I used for decades, literally. And I still have one I use down in my private room that I've had for many, many years. I've never done anything with it, and it just keeps having its loft restored over and over again every day. The way you do that is you take your cushion after you've sat on it. Now I'm going to kind of squish it down as if I've been sitting on it, see? Naturally, the fibers of the kapok compact. And so it's a little bit out of shape now. So at the end of each meditation period, I take my cushion, I turn it on its side, and I do this to it. And I put some oomph, I put my weight into it. I spin the cushion about a quarter turn and push on the pleats hard. If a cushion gets really, really flattened, you can even use your knees and really... And now, look at the height. See, that's what I want. Firm, and I want that height. Now again, when I put it under my buttocks there, up against my back foot, I ram it in there, and I've got that nice hypotenuse to move up and down to adjust my height. Firmness of the cushion is very important. It gives you your height. If you're using something, if a cushion is stuffed with something like cotton that just compacts very easily, that's not a really good material to be stuffing a zafu with. So, that's how the loft is restored. If you put your fingers into one of our zafus, into the pleats, and you just kind of rotate it, eventually you'll come to a pleat that is your fingers don't butt up against an ending. Then there's a flap in here that you can pull out with some degree of effort, it seems. Anyway, there's a flap in here that will pull out, and you can remove or add kapok when that flap is pulled out. And then you just push the flap back in to where it's lays nice and flat under the pleats. And that way kapok can be removed if your cushion just turned out to be too firm, or it can be added over time, because even the kapok will gradually lose some of its resiliency. Yes, I think that's all the points I wanted to cover here.